All right, guys, this is my update video, month of March 2021. I've got a lot to get to, so I'm going to start talking about it right now. Our governor has opened up the state of Texas, and hopefully we'll get a lot more softball in the state. He's going to start having no mask mandate where you don't have to wear your mask, and I think that's going to help, everybody start getting out. So hopefully that is a success. COVID video. I wanted to talk to you guys about that COVID video. I have published 2 COVID videos, and both of them have been taken off YouTube. There is some things that I was saying, and apparently I can't tell you my opinion on what I think you guys should take or what I think you guys should wear, just stuff like that. I did the first one was about 35 minutes. Second one was about 25 minutes. I am doing another one, and basically the only thing I'm going to tell you is what the hospital gave me. I cannot recommend, because I'm not a doctor, so I can't recommend anything. It has been taken down, so I'm trying to get that out. I wanted to talk to people. These are videos that I have that are coming up in the month of March, maybe get into April. I want to talk to you guys about my eye. I went to a doc. I've talked to a doc, and basically the eye thing is going to be for people who have had a detached retina. It's going to have nothing to do with softball. Basically just telling people what I know about it and how people who have that problem that I have in my right eye, the wrinkle, how it can be fixed. And I have pictures and everything of my eye and why it wrinkles. So you're going to see that in that detached retina video about my eye. It's just basically be talking about what my doctors told me. And it's going to have pictures of, from the beginning, I'm going to talk about what the progress in the last 2 years, what has happened and how it can maybe be fixed, because they have a procedure that's out right now. And I've had a few guys contact me and want to know what that procedure is. And I'm going to talk to them about it, and you can watch it in the video. And basically, it's an educational video on anybody out there that's had this problem before, or anybody in the future that has had this problem before. All things are not lost. There's always these gambles that you can take with this new surgery out that actually can fix the problem. And I'll tell you what my doc talked to me about it and if I should get it or not. Oh, wow. Let me talk about the Suncoast bats. We did the review on the Suncoast, the 2021, the 12-inch barrel 2-piece. The 1-piece bats are not out. I don't know when they're going to be out. A lot of people are asking me questions on when is the 1-piece going to be out. I really don't know, guys, when the 1-piece is going to get out. Is going to be out. The balance bat, the 2-piece, 2000, the diamond bats. We have swung that one. The reviews you can see on Facebook, or go to my website. They're on the front page, www.seniorsoftballbatreviews.com, and you can see everything on the front page. I'm going to go through my website in the next couple of weeks. We don't play again till the end of the month. We play at College Station, the Aggie Land Classic, or what they used to call it, or whatever. We're playing in that. So within the next 3 weeks before that tournament, I'm going to go through my website and redo everything, update everything. I'm going to put my workout videos that I actually are going to come out this month on my website, so you guys can get into those. The Suncoast, if you guys want to go to my website, if you guys want to watch that review. The Worth Mach 1. And a lot of you guys are asking me, let's go back to the Suncoast. A lot of you guys are asking me, is it better than last year? Yes, it is better than last year. The longevity, the durability is up there, guys. We hit with one 2 days ago. A piece, it's got 1,100 swings on it. The balance got about 1,000 on the balance. They got some wear and tear on them, but they're lasting 3 times longer than, from what I've heard, 3 times longer than what last year's model did. And they're as hot or even a little bit hotter. I think they're a little bit hotter because they weighed them different. Got a little bit more sledge feel to the 12-inch. The Worth Mach 1, and I see this for the last couple of weeks on Facebook. A lot of you guys are trying to sell your 27s to get a 26, and I told you guys those bats were heavy. 26 is, and I kind of wish that they made it 25, but they don't, because that would be awesome, the way it's weighted. And I think the weight distribution in that bat is what makes that bat tied #1 with the Suncoast 12-inch. A lot of you guys, you know, should drop down. A lot of you younger kids can probably swing that 27. Bubba is swinging that 27. He's 46, I think. He's swinging that 27, and when he hits it, he's getting distance on it. You know, Billy has a 26, and for a lot of you older guys who want to swing that sledge, you know, and you can handle that 26, it's got a 17.2 end load, 8.8 on the hands. That's what makes that bat, that big mass makes that bat. The Worth AT-18, and I'm not going to go into detail here, guys. That bat, you know, because I'll be here all day talking about this, and I got a lot of stuff to get to. That bat is not the same bat as last year. I'm going to show you some pictures of this year's model and last year's model. They are different. I think they were made on a different machine. One's longer than the other one. This year's is a little longer when it comes to the connection, where it meets the connection, than last year's. Last year's was softer, had some flex in the barrel. If you guys remember, my review on that bat last year was the barrel was soft and got soft fast with that bat. A lot of older guys would like it. The problem we're having, and starting off, because we haven't finished that review yet on that AT-18, the Johnny Bailey is next, but on that AT-18, it's going to come after the Johnny Bailey. On this year's model, we are having stiffness problems. It's not weighted like last year. We're swinging a 27. 27 has a 16.5 end. Last year's 27 had a 17-ounce end load. I don't know why Worth did that. I don't know why they took half an ounce out of the end and threw it out there. So we're not getting any handle flex on the 27-ounce. We're not getting any barrel flex on it. So, but wait, that bat's not bad. A lot of people swung it and liked it. They got good performance out of it. It just swing a little stiff. Maybe it takes a little bit more swings to break in. So wait on that review. That's coming out after the Johnny Bailey. Johnny Bailey, and I've got to talk about this, and the reason is because everybody knows about it at this point. Johnny Bailey is not the same bat as last year again, same as the AT. They stiffened up their barrels, is what they did, Worth and Mike, and they stiffened up their barrels. We're not getting the flex in that Johnny Bailey. We're not getting the barrel compressing. Well, we've got about 400 swings on that Johnny Bailey, the new one, and guys, we're not getting a seam. It's not cracking a seam on it like it did last year. We got within 20 swings on that Johnny Bailey last year, we started seeing a seam, and it got on fire. We're not seeing that this year. We're not getting that seam separation, that spiral seam separation that Mikens and Worth got. Same thing with the AT-18, the new one. We're not getting that seam on that bat. So it might take a while to get those bats to break in. It is on that Johnny Bailey. Another thing too I want to put to rest here is a lot of you guys, and you'll see a picture right here, are contacting me about the Johnny Bailey from last year and the Johnny Bailey from this year. There is where they put the connection together with the barrel and the handle, there is a thickness on one side than it is on the other. Guys, right now I don't see that being a problem. I really don't. At first, when we first started swinging it, I thought it was a little bit, a little bit more livelier on one side than it was the other. But right now, getting into swinging it, it's the same all the way around, and I think we're getting it broken in all the way around. I don't think we have a problem right now, but we haven't finished the review. If there is a problem with that, I'm going to let you know. But from what I can see right now, I don't think that's a problem. And a lot of you guys are sending me pictures of yours and going, is this a problem? And I don't think so. I talked to Billy about it yesterday because I wanted to do this update video, and he's telling me the same thing. Dave, I don't think there's a problem with it. So guys, just hold on till we finish the review on that. And a lot of you guys were asking, the weight distribution with the Johnny Bailey is about the same as it was last year. What I see a lot, we have a 26 and a 27. We're getting better performance on the 27. And I think that has a lot to do with the thickness of everything, the stiffness of the barrel, the stiffness of the handle. I think when you stiffen things up, you need mass to compress, or you need that mass to flex that handle. So you don't have mass in the hand, you don't have mass on the end to do that, have the bat work for you, you're not going to get that much performance out of it. So I think a lot of people are telling me, Dave, I got to 26 and it's really stiff, and the ball's just not coming off of it. And I think that has a lot to do with the load, the way they loaded it at the end. When you put that big mass, okay, let's say the Mach 1, bat's going to perform really fast for you because it's compressing those walls, and when you swing it, it's going to flex a little bit in the hands, not a lot in the hands, just a little bit in the hands. So I think on the 26, Johnny Bailey, a lot of people aren't going to like him. Right now, we're swinging ours. It just feels like it's pinging and it's not making that sound. I hadn't got there yet, and we're not getting a seam on it, but we've only got 100 swings into it. So, but again, wait till the review comes out. I'm just telling you what we see and what other people are seeing across the board. Okay, let me talk about what I'm working on. What will be out in the month of March too is my top 10 senior softball bats from last year. I want to talk about that. I want to put out a lot of question and answer videos, and I want to try to explain. This year I want to try to explain what I've been trying to explain for the last 11, 12 years. We've been doing this. We started doing this, 12 years ago for you guys, to put it out there so you can actually watch our videos, watch what we do, watch our pick and what we decide, and that would better benefit you guys out there. That's the reason we got this started 12 years ago. And it is blown up, guys. It's gotten very popular within the last year. A lot of you guys are engaging. I'm going through the analytics and I'm looking at who's engaging. So I want to give you guys, with these update videos, I'm going to give you guys the videos that are coming out in the month of March that I have working on right now. The top 10 from last year. I'm almost done with that video, and it will be out within the next couple of weeks. A lot of you YouTubers out there, and I want to give you guys all the information that I dug up 12 years ago to get my channel started, to get a lot of views and a lot of subscribers and a lot of watch time. So what I did was I in the process of doing a video on tags and keywords. Now, I've done research in tags and keywords, and you need to take the ones that I have, because you're going to be dealing with softball, right? And if you got that softball channel and you've got that review channel, or you're talking about hitting, or you got people watching you hit, or you got games, I'm going to give you guys all the tags in a video, a separate video. I'm going to give you guys all the tags and all the keywords that you need to put in there, so you start getting in that search engine from Google. So when people put in there senior softball, automatically, boom, it's going to come up, and you on that little page, you're going to have you on there so they can find you. I'm going to tell you how to set up your channel. Basically, I'm going to tell you what to put in there on that front whenever you're there, and it kind of talks about yourself, what you have to put in there. A lot of tags is actually what you do, and you do the tags at the bottom. But I'm going to do a whole separate video on that, and to kind of explain to you guys how I got started. The money that I'm making now too will be in that video. I'm going to tell you, what you have to do to make the most money, that you possibly can, to get those viewerships up, to get everything up, the subscriptions up. And I'm going to talk about that. My workout video, like I talked about, is almost done. It'll be out in the month of March, and they will go up on my website. Video I have coming out next week, today's Friday, I got coming out next week is BP 157 and TB 500. Those are a couple things it's an injectable. Those are a couple things I want to talk about if you have a knee problem, an ankle problem, a wrist problem. And these are just little things that I've been doing for the last about 4 years now. And it's injectables, and it gets rid of inflammation. And I'm going to have videos associated with that And at the end of my video that I put out on this, on that peptides, at the end, you're going to get a little bit more information, and I'm going to give you videos that people talk about this stuff on how they use it. And I'm going to actually, in those videos too, is talk about where you can get it from, because I think I need to put that out there, because I don't want you guys to go to a company and them not having good product or quality product or pharmaceutical grade product. I want to get you guys in contact with the people that actually have the good stuff, because I've done research in it. So I think I need to start adding that onto the videos when I talk about supplements. What supplements do I take? What brand? And I said this a while back that I wasn't going to do that, but I think it's a disservice to you guys, because a lot of you guys are looking for stuff, and you might get some bad stuff that really doesn't work, and you come back to me and say that shit didn't work. Well, I think I need to keep you guys from going that direction. I need to tell you where I get my stuff from, and I'm going to do that at the end of every video that I put out about supplements, peptides, SARM, selective androgen receptor modulators. I'm going to tell you where to get them from, because the people that I get them from actually test it, and they pay a lot of money to get it tested, and they high quality stuff, pharmaceutical grade stuff. So I need to put that in a lot of my videos I put out when I talk about supplements and what I'm taking. Now let me talk about the bats that are on the waiting list. I have the Johnny Bailey coming out next. After that, I have the Worth AT18 new bat coming out. After that, I have a bat that everybody's talking about. You know what I'm gonna say, and I have that bat coming out. It's called the well, it used to be called the Prodigy, now it's called the Proton. And then after that, I have the Pure Bat, which that's after I do all the other stuff. And then I have the Anarchy. A lot of you guys are asking me about the Pure Bat, and a lot of you guys are asking me about the Anarchy. So I am going to get to those. Jason Kendrick's, the new 2021 Jason Kendrick's, I'm going to get to that one too. And I'm going to get to the Big Cat too, because I cannot wait to swing Mike Masinko's bat, because he's supposed to have that big load on the end of it. And if it's through Worth, and I'm kind of thinking those bats are going to be pretty close to being together, and I cannot wait to get one and weigh it to see how they loaded their bat on that Mike and Big Cat, because Big Cat always got that 1 ounce end load onto it. So I can't wait to get his bat. I might stick his in front of everybody else's of the Pure and the Anarchy if I get his first, because I'm chomping at the bit to get his bat from Mike and those guys are going to be at the back of the list on whenever I get all this in. Let me talk about something, and I know you guys are chomping at the bit to actually get some kind of information on this bat, and that's the Proton. I've talked to the guy, what he says, and I've said this in a couple of the videos. The way we do stuff, and whenever we're doing all these reviews, if we have people talk to us and we listen to them and we ask questions on the bat that they actually are trying to push to get through us to have us do a review on, there's probably, I'm going to say 70% of the people that put bats out really don't contact us. They just put them out there and they just hype them up, and they never talk to us. Well, 30% of the guys want to go through us because of what we do, and we're honest. And we don't care who you are. We're in nobody's pocket. That's another thing too. You know, nobody gives us shit. We pay for everything. That's the reason that we're on YouTube. The money that we get from YouTube actually goes back into the company, buying batting gloves, balls, pitching screens, extra bats. You know, I'll actually purchase. We actually do sell a lot of our stuff on eBay to put that money back into the senior softball bat reviews. We will purchase new bats that are out there just to take them and swing them. And us guys that actually do the review, I'll put all those out there for those guys to take and swing. So we're in nobody's pocket. That's a lot of people like going through us, but what I'm getting to is it's always a red flag with me when you don't contact us. And I'm not saying you need to start, I'm just saying it's just a red flag, because I'm trying to get a lot of these bats that I'm talking about at the bottom. I'm trying to get those, and I can't find any. You know, nobody will give me any information on them. But when I get a phone call from people, the top 30%, you know, in the last, since we've been doing this for 10 years, 11, 12 years, When I get a phone call and I get excited because these people are telling me and they're talking to me on the phone, or be talking to Billy and they're talking about how they built their bats, and I get excited. And years ago, Dudley did it, you know. And we're talking about, you know, what I really look for is game changers. You know, if you guys remember, there were Ray DeMarini was a game changer. That's what a lot of people throw game changer out there like it's like they have a game changer because they changed the carbon or they did something, you know, and they talk about this game changer. The way I look at game changers, the way Billy looks at game changers, is that the Ray DeMarinis out there, okay, the Dudleys out there, when they take and they do something different to the bat that increases its performance quite a bit. With the OG Dudleys, and then the 2.0, and what they did change it. The OG has changed from as a 2.0. They're not the same bat; they're a little different, a little bit more performance out of one than is the other, and a little bit more durability, a little bit. So whenever I talk to the guy, I got all excited. You know, I pre-ordered the bat, got all excited. Pre-ordered about 3 of them, and I got all excited, and then I hear that he got a cease and desist letter from a bat company out there that said that you can't use Prodigy. So now he's got to repaint them. Well, the problem with that is it has that tackified barrel, and they've got to take all that off. So that it's just a time consuming. So it doesn't bother me, because here we're going into March, and I know I want to swing it because of all the things that I've heard about it, but I'm patient. I can wait. Doesn't matter to me. I'll work on these other bats till that one comes in. It's not going to jump in front of these other bats. What I plan on doing is, when I get them in, is when you see behind the scenes or the cutting room floor, you actually see us swinging them. We won't be talking about them, but you'll see us swinging them, and then maybe behind, you know, like it is behind the scenes, you'll be getting our first input on them, and they might be thrown in there with other bats or something. Billy is the one. Billy's bad at this. Whenever we're doing a review, he'll actually hit with that bat 5 times that we're doing a review on, and he'll go and grab the bat that he wants to swing, and then he'll kind of test it a little bit, and then he'll give his that's how come a lot of you guys that watch that cutting room floor behind the scenes, you get a lot of knowledge about what we do and how deep we go into it when it comes to that. Here comes my wife. All right, what I was talking about is the cutting room floor. If you guys watch the cutting room floor or behind the scenes, you'll actually see, you know, that when we're talking about something, you kind of get a good idea of what we like about a bat, or we'll talk about a bat, and I'll ask questions when we're doing that. And that's the reason that we put it out there, the cutting room floor, is so you guys that are, I call them a lot of the minions, a lot of the guys with the bat whores out there that know a lot about bats. You can hear us talking where a lot of the people really don't know what we're talking about, but you guys actually get that part when we're talking about a bat. The bat feels stiff. So what we want to do at the Proton is we want to get them in, and I already told Charles, listen, when I get them in, you know, whenever you get all this other repainting them and getting all of your stuff ready, because he's losing his ass right now with having to put money back into it and redoing everything. And I understand corporate business, and I know how this shit can be done. I don't get mad. I mean, I just wait. I'm very patient. Like I told you guys, I'm very patient when it comes to that. And it'll be here that, you know, we don't have tournaments that are going until, you know, May, April and May. I think we go to Vegas in May. So as long as we have it, and we've been swinging it by then, and if it is what they're actually claiming it is, because the hype is out there, guys, you see it everywhere. And when they're talking about this bat, how good it is. On pen and paper, I have looked at all the paperwork I've got on his website. I have looked at everything, but mainly before I put my review out, a lot of times you'll see Facebook Live will be hitting it. It might be in the mix of all the other bats, and we'll grab it and start hitting it, and you can actually get a good idea, or the behind the scenes, you'll get a good idea on what we think about it, because you'll see expression on our face, or you'll see the, like, look like this bat's not even doing anything. That's the reason we do behind the scenes and cutting room floor when it's out there. That guy, you know, they're actually different segments of the review that I put out there so you guys can listen to when we're talking about things. But guys, it's going to be here. I know a lot of you guys are anxious about it, you know, and then you get the guys. It's funny because you get the guys that got to pop off and say shit like, it's a senior bat, it's a senior bat. And I even said this on the cutting room floor. You know, a lot of you guys are talking, it's a senior bat, they're all hot. Well, not really, you know, and it's usually the 40-year-old guy that's saying that. When you'll understand this when you get my age, Billy's age. When you get older, they're not they're not all hot. You know, when you're a young, and I was there, guys, I was playing at 40, 41, retired, I think at 41, 42, I retired and quit playing. And at that time, we weren't, you know, we swung whatever was given to us or whatever we could swing. It's a different game now. I mean, a lot of the senior bats, there's some out there that are good, some that are bad, some that are soft barrel, hard barrel. A lot of the older guys, I can't handle a very hard barrel bat, you know. My bat swing is not what it was 20 years ago. So I understand what you're saying, but I'm just here to tell you it's not. Every senior bat is not the same, you know. And then, like, I don't want to get all into it. I'm going to cut it out right there. We're already into this already, but just wait. You know, the Prodigy on pen and paper is good, and I cannot wait to get to it because, you know, it's this game changer from what I've been told about what was put into it, the money that is being spent per bat. A lot more money than what the 99% of all the other bat companies out there. He's actually put money into his product, which is a good thing. Helps it perform, last longer, helps it perform better for you. But that's it, guys. You know, just watch for the videos I have coming out. I have game videos that are coming out right now. I have a few behind the scene videos that I got to get to. I've got about 2 weeks worth of videos that are there. They just got to be published every day and every morning. You know, like this video, subscribe to my channel that way, and hit that bell. That way you get all the alerts whenever I put a video out, usually at 7 o'clock in the morning when mine go out. But make sure if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. Just make sure you like the video, guys. Thanks.